does it actually mean to adult successfully? Now, if adolescence is described as a stage of development that starts with puberty and ends with economic and social independence, it is amply clear that a very basic definition of adulting is when you start earning, become financially independent, and are able to fend for yourself. But there are many more dimensions to this adulting process. Joseph Campbell, who was an English professor and who studied myths and cultures very, very extensively across the world, gave a very important dimension to this adulting process. And he said it simply means giving up dependency for self-responsible authority. Now, let me simplify that statement for you. What he's really saying is you adult when you are equipped to make responsible choices independently. I want you to just focus on that sentence a little more because it has three very important parameters of adulting. The first is you are equipped. What that means is that you have the sense of inner confidence that you can manage things on your own. You have the power to make things happen, and you are able to use your will to drive you in the direction of your choices. The second is making responsible choices. And if we break this up, what will we find? That you are aware of what is beneficial for you and what is not. That means you have the power of discernment. And you can only know that if you know what it is that you want out of life. And then you're able to activate your willpower to do the things that will move you in that direction. And finally, there is the third aspect of being independent. That means you are not going to need anyone to nudge you, to poke you, to remind you, to push you, to inspire you even, because you are going to be self-inspired and self-driven. Whether it is work, whether it is relationships, or whether it is money matters, all of these three parameters is something that you need to have. You need to have knowledge, you need to have power, and you need to have self-drive. When I look at the current scenario and all of the youth that I'm working with, I like to add another layer. And I say, adulting is about thriving responsibly in unstructured and unregulated environments. And the reason I say this is because it's not just about surviving, it's not just about staying afloat, but it is about being prosperous, it is about succeeding, it is about doing the things that you really want to do, it's about feeling fulfilled. In unstructured environments, which is, this generation is experiencing very much the startup culture. So environments where things are not as you expect them to be. It is not like school. It is not like everything is organized for you. It's not like home life either. It is chaotic. It's what you will experience when you move from school to college, where there aren't these boundaries to help you grow in a very safe way. There is no set or established method. You will need to find your way in the midst of chaos. And I think some of you are already getting the feel of it during this pandemic. And there is also the unregulated environment, which is, there are no red flags if you're going off your chosen path. There are not going to be any reminders to let you know that, listen, you really deviated from the track that you set out to be on. You have to be your own compass.